My life flashed before my eyes. This expression is usually used when someone refers to a close encounter with death, an end to one's life. But in truth, our lives have already flashed before our eyes. The moment you awaken to the world and the light strikes your retinas for the first time, the shutter of your life opens and you begin to assimilate. From this moment, in a continuous flash, create your image. Trying to get everything you want in the frame. Try to have the right smile, the right hairstyle, the position, the right people, in the right setting. But there is only so much time. Every second, every day, every year, slowly but the shutter closes until it finally closes completely. When you are young and you have only lived for a few years, time is like an open plain that stretches to infinity. It doesn't even really exist yet. You get the concept, but it can't hurt you. At some point, however, forever turned to age, to a number, to a ticking clock and changing calendar. A 15th birth, a 30th birthday, a 60th birthday. This open plain has a horizon, and it's moving toward you. As you get older, time seems to go fast. Each new year weighs less in relation to the whole. A single year when you are 5 years old is 20% of your whole life. That same year when you are thirsty is just 3. Like a drop in a bucket, although of the same size, each new drop appears less noticeable to the whole. Not only does it seem to be a faster pour, but as the bucket fills up, things also start to dissolve and dissolve within it. Your youthfulness, your openness, your propensity for fun, your friends, your family, and your hopes for something new and exciting. Eventually, you reach a point where you realize that the bucket becomes more full than empty, and you look back rather than forward. You find yourself regretting your past, knowing life once was, or perhaps more accurately, how life could be. On the one hand, nostalgia is beautiful, it reminds us of what has been great in our lives. But on the other hand, it is a cruel deception, it hides what is true of our life. Right now, this moment, this day, will also become a memory. But the truth is that most memories are forgotten almost immediately. And when your future self looks back to this phase of your life, you will almost certainly not remember that moment or that day. This includes all things that make you worried, sad, stressed, bored, and don't excite you. And if you are not careful, you will look back to that phase of your life, still having not learned nostalgia's trick. Every phase of life has its baggage, its constraints, its tedious routines, and its positives and negatives. It is the curse of nostalgia to look back on the past and see only the highlight reel and feel none of these things. Since past issues have probably been long since resolved or dissolved into irrelevance. You don't notice or feel them when you step back in their direction. And you don't consider all the times and days that you don't remember at all. But just as they are here, they were there, in every part of your life. They are always there. As you get older, you let go of certain things. With some things, you have no choice. With other things, you have the choice and choose to let them go. And some things that you have been clinging to for a long time are still good for you. Letting go, moving on, adapting, that's growing up. But perhaps more important than what you cling to is how you cling to what you do. In the words of Sam Harris, it's not so much what we pay attention to, it's the quality of our attention. Life is not a progression towards a perfect and transcendent version of itself.